Welcome to All Things Odd. I'm Dr. Hannah Galloway.
And I'm Rebecca Crowder.
And we are doing a little bit of a holiday show today. So you can see our decorations. We're going to do our annual stocking stuffers here in a little bit. First, we want to go to our YouTube channel and kind of show you how you can follow us there, and you can get notifications if we have a new episode. We, until recently, have kind of been doing the show weekly. We're going to change up the schedule a little bit, but in the meantime, or if you are wanting to watch some episodes and we don't have one new, you can go back here and find some older episodes, and then you can subscribe there to follow our page. So we are going to start doing our show on a more monthly basis, just so we can kind of plan our schedule a little bit better instead of doing it more intermittently. So we'll plan to do kind of one show a month, and then we can, prepare for our topics and everything a little bit better. So that's one thing that's going to change a little bit moving into the new year. So that's kind of just something that we want to let you know about. The next thing that we're doing is our annual, we do a fundraiser. So we fundraise for different charities. And we kind of came up with this over a series of years. But what we do is everyone in the office creates something. This year it was Ornaments. And then you pick a nonprofit that you want to support. And we have all of our patients come in and look at all of our ornaments and then vote on which one's their favorite. We give $1 for each vote. And so even if, whoever you vote for doesn't win, we're still giving money to different charities. And so we have our ornaments here that we're going to put up some pictures so that you can see them. And we can do voting in person. So if you come into the office, you can vote in person. We're also doing it on Facebook. And so you can put your votes up on Facebook too. So we are going to show you the ornaments. Okay, so this is number 1. Or is this number 2?
It's number 2.
This is number 2. First. So that is one of the ornaments that we made. We're not saying who did each one. And then we have each picked a nonprofit that we want to support. So we have a list of those too. And you can vote either in person or you can do it on Facebook if you want. Or you could leave votes in the comments here if you want to. We're trying to get all the pictures of the ornaments, and so we will get them all up here so that you can see them. Oh,
Just need some off-screen direction today.
okay.
There we go.
Okay, so here we at least have a graphic so you can kind of see what it is that we're doing. And then you can't really see each ornament super well on here, but there's 5 of them. Everyone that works here did one. And so you can vote for whichever one is your favorite.
Do we want to let them know which one? So this is number 5.
Mm-hmm.
We're not saying who did each one, but we'll tell you which one's associated with each foundation in case you're like, they're all wonderful, and maybe I just want to pick the particular foundation. So this is number 5, which is for ACNC Cares. So if you like that mission that nonprofit is doing, definitely you can vote for number 5 for ACNC Cares.
Yeah, that's actually our own nonprofit. And so that it's a new one this year that we have selected to give some money to. And then we also have some other organizations too. Do we have a list of all of them that we want to go over? Right here. So I'll read the other ones too. ACNC Cares is the one that we just talked about. So that's Dr. Phillips and I's own nonprofit that we just started about a year ago. We use our funds for that to help people in the community and also help with outreach like missions when I go to Guatemala. The other ones are Stork Support of Northern Colorado. I'm familiar with them. They help anybody that has a child birth to age 1 with, clothes, formula, diapers, all kinds of stuff. So that's one organization. Living Her Legacy is another one that we're supporting. Raintree Animal Hospital, and then NOCO Humane Society. So we kind of have a variety of organizations that we're supporting. But no matter who you vote for, we will give some money to one of these great organizations. So if you want to get on our Facebook page, you can look at each one of these pictures more up close. We're having some technical difficulties getting the close-up photos of each one. So you can go look on Facebook and you can vote there, or you can come in person. But this is just a fun thing that we do with our staff annually, and it gives money back to charity, and we get the patients involved, and there's a couple of competitive spirits in the office. And so that's always really fun to see kind of what everybody came up with. So that's something that we've got going on right now. We're going to do voting till Christmas Day. So Christmas Day is the last day to vote for those. And then we'll total everything up and write some checks and all of those good things. So that's our decorating contest. We also are going to go over our annual stocking stuffers. So in case you thought that you weren't going to get hearing related stocking stuffers for your family, this might change your mind. We have some good stuff here. So Rebecca, do you want to find an item?
Okay. Earplugs. They're really, really small. So this is one that I actually recommend. Many of us do a lot of different activities where just loud noise is present, and we've kind of talked multiple times about the importance of protecting your hearing. These are pretty simple foam plugs that can just get stuffed right in your stocking. I also recommend ER20 earplugs. I like those, especially if I'm going to the gym working out, because I like the group classes, but the music that they play for an hour long is extremely loud. And then you also have an amplified instructor usually shouting over that. So the ER20s are great because they'll diminish all that extra sound, but I can still hear the instructor. So I really like that, but also foam plugs for any activities that you have, if you're going to like holiday concerts or things like that, where it's just really loud or it's amplified sound. It's always a good idea just to have these in your purse or your pocket.
If you have kids, they're cheap. And so if they lose one, you don't have to worry about it. And you can just give them another one and then another one and then another one, which is what comes to my mom mind. Because I have some, better pairs that I keep in my purse and everything. But these are nice just to have on hand for anybody. And you can use them anywhere. So I'll go over another item here. We've got a dry aid kit. This is kind of an oldie but a goodie. People forget about these, but it's a simple system that has desiccant beads in a jar. I'll get it out so you can see it. But essentially, if your hearing aid gets wet or you go on vacation in Florida and you're exposed to a lot of moisture, you can bring one of these with you, and you unscrew the cap. There's a little foam pad under there that you sit your hearing aid on, open the battery door, and then you screw the lid back on, and the desiccant sucks moisture out of your hearing aid. So it can revive a dead one kind of in a pinch if it accidentally got dropped in the water or something like that. And then there's instructions on here. You can reactivate these beads by putting them in the microwave or the oven, but you do not put your hearing aid in the microwave or the oven. And I say that together every time because people tend to do that. So you can take one of these with you on trips. We think that's kind of handy. Or just if there's an uh-oh at home and something gets wet, these are nice to have. So that's the dry aid kit.
Ooh. Audio wipes. Bring them a little bit closer. So a lot of times we'll have patients ask us, what can they use to clean their hearing aids? A lot of times I'll recommend a microfiber cloth, what you use with your glasses. You can absolutely just wipe it off if the hearing aid is dry. On occasion, you may want something that's a little bit of a stronger cleaner. So audio wipes are actually manufactured for hearing aids. They're not going to be as tough on your hearing aid casing as, say, just alcohol or things like that, which we don't usually recommend. But these are a great product just to have, again, in your pocket or your wallet, purse, just to keep in case something happens to get on the hearing aid that you want to just do it, or just for regular maintenance and cleaning. They're really, really nice just to keep around and have.
These that we bought are individually wrapped too, so they don't dry out. The ones we use in clinic come in kind of a tub, but for a patient, I could see how those would dry out and, not really be worth it. These are kind of nice because they're sealed. It's just like a little towelette or whatever that you can use. So nice to kind of keep in your kit. So we have those. And then let's see, what is the last item? I think it's two different of the same thing. So I will kind of show them both here. These are ear planes, and they come in different sizes. One is for small ears and one is for larger ears. But these are essentially an earplug that help you to equalize pressure more slowly. So if you've ever had a head cold, then you have to go on a plane and it's kind of uncomfortable, with that pressure shift, or you have small children, things like that. These can be used, and it's going to help you equalize the pressure more slowly. So it's not such an abrupt change. And they have them for kids and adults. I did just notice that the kids, they put like a big plastic thing on the end of, so it's no longer a choking hazard. So that's a new update with earplanes. But I have recommended for adults, even with smaller ears, just to get the kid version, because the larger version is kind of large. So that's what we have here for all of our stocking stuffers. I think that's our show today. So sorry for our technical difficulties with the ornaments, but you can still see those elsewhere and vote, and you have until Christmas to do that. So go ahead and vote either on Facebook, or you can come into the office, or you can even comment here if you know which one. Even though you didn't get to see all of them, you did get to see 2. So we are also, reminder, moving to a monthly show. So if you're somebody that watches our show every single time, you have probably noticed that, when we have trips or travel come up, we can't do a show every week. So we're switching to kind of a monthly format. That way we can plan a little better for topics and, be able to have some good shows for you still. So we'll move to that kind of once a month, and we're going to do every second Thursday of the month. So that will be kind of our plan moving forward. And we'll be sure to remind you on social media and stuff when we have a show. And the last but not the least is happy holidays, and we will see you in the new year.